Hi everyone, today I'm making Mississippi Mud Brownies, and I'm Marie from Southern Country Living, and I've never made these brownies before, but I seen them on Pinterest and I thought they really look good, and we like Mississippi mud cake, so this will be my first time trying them, and I wanted to get them made early this morning because I didn't want to turn my oven on later on today because it really gets hot here. Even though we have air conditioning, it's still hot. It still gets hot in Georgia when you turn on your oven later on in the evening. So let me get started on these brownies. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cocoa powder in, and then I'm going to put in my oil. And these brownies will be in the description below. Okay, so I'm going to mix this up. Okay, now then I'm going to add my softened butter. Okay, now I'm going to be adding my sugar. Okay, now I'm going to add the last of my sugar. Now I'm going to be adding in my vanilla flavoring. I'm going to wipe my hand off. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding in my salt and my flour. I'm going to be adding it in a little at a time. more flour. Then I'm going to add the last of my flour. Okay, I've got it all mixed up now, and I'm going to put it in my 9x13 sprayed pan. And I'm going to be baking this at 350 degrees. Until a toothpick inserted in it comes out clean, which is usually about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on your oven. Okay, wipe my hands off. Okay, I've got it all mixed up now, and I'm going to be baking this at 350 degrees, and when it's done, I'll be back to make the icing. Okay, my brownies have just got through baking, and so I'm going to get them out. My marshmallows on. The recipe calls for about 3 cups of marshmallows. And so I'm going to put this back in the oven for about 2 to 3 minutes and let these kind of puff up a little bit. Okay. So I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Okay, my marshmallows have been in there for about 3 minutes, and they've swelled up nicely, and so I'm going to let this sit here and cool for a while before I make my icing. Okay, my Mississippi Mud Brownies have been cooling for about 2 hours. And this is how they look right now. And so now I'm going to be making the frosting. So I'm going to be putting in the melted butter. And like I said, this will be in the description below. Okay, now I'm going to be putting in the cocoa powder. The milk. And the vanilla flavoring. So I'm going to stir this up just a little bit before I turn on my beaters. Okay. I'm going to add my sugar next. I'm going to put about 2 scoops full to begin with. And then I'll keep adding according to the thickness. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more sugar. Just keep adding your sugar until you get the thickness that you want. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more sugar to mine. This is going to wind up being 3½ cups. Okay, I think that's going to be the consistency right there. Then I won't. Okay, my icing is ready now, and so now I'm ready to pour it on my brownies.
Maria, I love how that looks.
Yeah, it really, like I said, it smells good. Chocolate always smells good, and brownies.
We bought this before at stores, but I never knew it was this easy to make.
Yeah, it was relatively easy. Okay, I have my icing on my brownies now, and so I'm going to let it sit for a while before I cut my brownies. My brownies have cooled off now, and the icing is gotten hard. But these brownies are actually better if you let them stay all the way to the next day and cut them. So let me cut us a piece.
That marshmallow's good and sticky, isn't it?
It's really sticky.
I can't wait to try it. I'm gonna let you sample it first, since you did all our hard work.
Okay.
That came out good, Marie. We got a close up on that.
Okay. Now for the fun part, the taste test. And if y'all hear all that thundering going on, it's fixing to come up, as usual this time of day in Georgia, a thunderstorm. That is so good. This Mississippi Mud brownie recipe was a real winner in my book. So, y'all do what you love and love what you do, and y'all have a great evening. Bye. This is the next day, and so I'm going to cut my Mississippi Mud brownies, and they say that it cuts better on the second day, so I'm fixing to cut them and find out. And the reason I have these toothpicks on here is when I cover it up, it keeps the aluminum foil for taking off my icing. So let me see if it's true that they cut better the next day. I believe they do cut better the next day. Here is my brownies, and they really did cut better the next day. So if you can make them and wait till the next day to cut them, they turn out really pretty.